Budget news now. The good news, Nashville gets to stay in charge of Nashville. The state says Metro's plan to get the city out of a $41 million hole could work.
That is a big hole indeed. The bad news, budgets need balancing every year. News 4's Joshua Cole live with what needs to happen so we don't get in trouble again.
Yeah, Tom and Tracy, last night's budget meeting was a sigh of relief for a lot of people, but for others, a big headache because we're going to see some cuts to affordable housing. And then, like you said, there's next year's budget. And in a growing city like ours, the phrase that no one wants to say, tax increases.
I think it's confusing for people because they look out and they see downtown and all the cranes, and they see a city that's obviously booming, an economy that's rolling, and low unemployment, and how do you get into a situation like this?
Metro Nashville is trying to keep up with growth. Budget problems could hold us back. Now Tennessee is watching us more closely.
Looking at how the budget is doing, and we want to know certainly if there are revenues that aren't coming in.
Even with a corrective budget plan to keep the city in good standing, city departments are getting funding cut, and affordable housing is taking a $5 million hit, keeping new projects from coming.
It is our hope that once revenue starts coming in, that money will be placed back into the Barnes Fund.
That fund helps bring in affordable housing. To bring more money in, though, some council members say taxes will need to go up.
No one enjoys increasing taxes, so it's not the first thing that we want to go to, but it is something that we have to consider and making sure that stays on the table.
We last saw an increase in 2012. 2016, taxes actually went down on properties. Council will continue to look at an increase to help fund more.
I definitely think that there's no panic there. I think that on one hand, there is a sigh of relief that we do have a balanced budget.
And looking at next year's budget, Council is already taking steps to keep a $41 million problem from happening again.
We are very hopeful that we will not be in this situation moving forward.
And if you want to see the full details of what Metro has laid out in order to get us back on budget, head over to the News 4 app right now. Tom and Tracy.